That's me. My name is Abby Jones. I was 23, 43,
36,
27.
37 years old when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I quickly went into and out of the questions of why. Like, why is this happening to me? Haven't I already been through enough in my life? Why do I have to deal with another thing?
I was diagnosed in January 2018. I will never forget, I was sitting at my desk at work, in a professional environment, and I picked up the phone and the doctor said, you have cancer. I was 43 at the time. I had a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old.
I was actually getting ready for work. I had the biopsy and everything else, so I didn't think anything of it when I was going back to the doctor's office. And the nurse sat next to me and put her hand on my leg, and I was like, that's weird. And the only word that stuck out from the doctor was carcinoma, like invasive ductal carcinoma. And I just broke down. I started hyperventilating. And the first thing I asked was, am I gonna die?
To be honest, I found the lump myself, and when I found the lump, I knew something was wrong. Everyone wanted to tell me there was nothing wrong with me. And from there, I tried to stay as positive as possible, even though I knew in my gut there was something wrong.
I received my diagnosis via phone call while I was at home shopping for my honeymoon with my mom and my soon-to-be mother-in-law. And in that moment, my entire life changed. It went dark, and I was scared, I was frightened, I was angry, and I knew my life was going to change forever in that moment.
I found out at the age of 25 that I carried a BRCA1 mutation, specifically del185AG, and I had prophylactic surgery, which made me a previvor in the breast cancer department at age 31.
My cancer diagnosis was very shocking for my family.
I guess cancer scared them.
When people hear cancer, they kind of freak out. They almost hear it as a death sentence.
Reconstruction was for me and for me alone. It wasn't about my partner. It wasn't about a future partner. It was a personal decision.
I chose the lumpectomy because at 23 years old, I wasn't ready, I'm still not ready to take on a full mastectomy.
I had 4 months of IV chemo, followed by a right mastectomy with reconstruction. Then I had 30 days of daily radiation, followed by 6 months of oral chemo. And then my last surgery was the final reconstruction with a full hysterectomy. And so I have 14 scars from my shoulders to my face.
Following reconstructive surgery, which I did opt to have, it's up and down. There are definitely days where I'm like, wow, my surgeon really knocked it out of the park. I look amazing. And there's other days where maybe the light hits me differently in the full-length mirror, and I'm like,
when you don't have a strand of hair on your head, when you don't have an eyelash, when you have 3 hairs left in your eyebrow, and you're just faced with yourself head on, you really see yourself.
I was ashamed, and I felt just like, not like a woman, like these aren't breasts anymore. I was at a total disconnect.
I expected to lose my hair. I expected to look like a cancer patient. You're kind of prepared for certain things because that's what you see in the world of cancer. What I wasn't prepared for was that my underwear drawer was now also going to be a challenge.
I was faced with having a lopsided chest or having intimate wear that I could not adjust to fit under my clothes, and that was challenging.
Everything I bought, I couldn't wear after my mastectomy because your body's not like the way a body's supposed to be.
Following mastectomy, I was like, oh, here's some beige colored, god-awful looking, bras that'll be comfortable for you now. And in my head, I was like, okay, I had a mastectomy, but I didn't turn 80. I still want to look like a 30-year-old.
After my lumpectomy, I went to my sister-in-law and I was like, this is so uncomfortable. Like, I need something. And I was actually wearing her old maternity bras because I didn't know what else to wear. I would sleep in them. I wore them nonstop.
I was looked at differently, I was viewed differently, and I was somehow expected to not want to feel sexy or pretty or empowered as a woman because my breasts had been removed from my body. So I wanted to kind of take the tools in my toolkit, which was like being a fashion designer, working in the industry, and solve what I thought was just my problem, but turned out to be millions of women's problems. My name is Dana Donofree. I was diagnosed with breast cancer at 27, and I'm the CEO and founder of AnaOno.
The AnaOno bras are made, they're so soft, and I have a lot of different scars, so they just lay on top of the scar. It doesn't dig into the scar. The material that it's made of and they look cute. Just because I had a mastectomy doesn't mean that I still don't want cute things to wear.
When I first met Dana, she gifted me several bras, and I remember sharing with her, oh my God, these bras are so beautiful. Not only did I think I would never wear a bra again, I never thought that having a beautiful bra would be an option, or fitting comfortably in a bra would be an option. Like when I go through my AnaOno Intimates and I don't have that to wear, I'm like, oh, they're all in the wash. Like now I gotta settle for this sports bra.
With not having real breasts, it hurts, and things that I would never think of, like how a lace itches or how a seam presses. But with the AnaOno bras, it's the best of everything.
And what's important too, as you're recovering, you need soft, you need something silky, you want to be comfortable, you want to do all those things. But I like to think, you can celebrate your new body after your mastectomy is done and you've healed, or after your reconstruction processes are done. That way you can really feel like you can dress up for the night, date night, get back into the bedroom.
Definitely having all of the fancy lingerie from AnaOno has been amazing because it's just so nice to feel normal, and lacy lingerie is normal.
I'm so happy to partner with Adore Me, so really all women can truly feel beautiful and empowered.
I'm not just beautiful, like I'm breast cancer beautiful. I'm not just sexy, like I'm breast cancer sexy.
Even showing my scars has been like making me more confident, like this is who I am, and take it or leave it.
This is what breast cancer actually looks like. It's not a pink ribbon, it's not a frilly tutu, it's not a feather boa, it's real.
Find your community, find your resources, find these amazing charities and products, brands like AnaOno that help facilitate the process.
Find a breast cancer community that you identify with and that supports your goals.
We're gonna pull this information out of the shadows and we're gonna shine a light on it because we're all dealing with it.
Breast cancer is not my story. Breast cancer is just a little sideline.